What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 3. I'll be your guide through the game today. At the end of the last episode, we finished up in the undead settlement. So we can finally move on with the game. That is a big area. It took a whole lot longer than I thought it would. But we have all the important loot from there now. We probably missed some NPCs, but that's fine. We can move to the Road of Sacrifices. Handling those guys is a lot easier with this weapon than the longsword. That's what I used my first playthrough, and man, that's a nightmare when you can't knock them back. They just keep doing the one attack towards you, and you can't really stun them out of it. Oop. I want to go the other way. I have the opposite problem that Sigurd did. Okay, so in the next area you just descend the lift. You want to do what Sigurd was having problems with. And you will very quickly run into a mini-boss. This guy is not very friendly. That guy's pretty tough. Used all of our Estus fighting him. It's really hard to find time to safely hit him, especially with a weapon that is not very fast. But it's okay, because we get a bonfire immediately afterwards. We can refill all that Estus. Yeah, they sprout wings. Generally, the best plan I've found for dealing with these guys is to just kill them fast. If you give them time to transform, they become significantly more dangerous. So it's best just to end the fight as soon as you can. I jumped over my attack. that mage. So they have these casters. They'll cast poison clouds, which are not fun. Well, something's happening. I'm not sure who I alerted. They know I'm here. You guys need to chill the fuck out. They really don't want to chill the fuck out. Kind of walked into a trap there. So I feel like this this character is a reference to Man-Eater Mildred from Dark Souls 1. They have similar gear and also the cleaver. Almost knocked them off. Couldn't quite get the job done. You lied, there was no illusory wall. Get the brigand set. And the twin daggers. And an axe. Lots of brigand gear. There's still people here with zero chill. Okay, I guess there are a couple people here must have seen me when I was fighting down there, and that's why we had all that disturbance. So this bridge is fun. We have that caster bothering us the whole way through, so it's best we deal with these people again very quickly. The longer the caster has to fuck with us, the worse things are going to get for us. Oh, they didn't fall off. Now they did fall off. That's very fortunate for me, both of them fell off. I guess you never noticed there was a fight going on. Ah, good, good, good. Back here. You see some NPCs there. Most important thing, though, is the bonfire. Get that Estus back. Let's meet these people. Well, he growls at us and gives us the Blue Sentinels Covenant, which we are going to immediately equip. So the way... I said I'd talk a little about how Way of Blue and Blue Sentinels work together. The Way of Blue is... If there's a player with the Way of Blue Covenant who is invaded by someone, like someone invades their world and tries to kill them, if there is a Blue Sentinels player around, the Blue Sentinel is summoned into the Way of Blue player's world to defend them. I think that's awesome, so I go Blue Sentinels literally every game. Are you a little more talkative?
Oh, hello. How do you do? I am Anri of Astora, unkindled like you. This is Horace, a friend and travelling companion. Are you too in search of the Lords of Cinder? We are well along the road of sacrifices. Below us is the Crucifixion Woods. Beyond the flooded woods lies Farron Keep, home of the Undead Legion. Further yet is the Cathedral of the Deep. We seek the cathedral, home of the grim Aldrich. We may go our separate ways now, but we are both seekers of lords. The next time we cross paths, one may find the other in a time of need. May the flames guide your way.
Okay, so she's a little more talkative than her friend. And yeah, they're going to the cathedral to find Aldrich, which just so happens to be one of the lords that we also are looking for. So, hey, we have the same goals. We should be friends.
Oh yes, Horace. He's not very talkative.
I noticed.
Don't think ill of him. He's an upstanding, kind-hearted knight, a fine partner for this grueling journey. Without his help, I would have cursed this onerous duty long ago.
I mean, you're right, he's not very talkative. He gave us the Blue Sentinels Covenant, so, like, I think you're right. I think he's fine. And I guess we can go back to Firelink, since we probably have enough souls for another level. And we have a new NPC here as well, I believe.
You're an unkindled, aren't you? I am Cirrus, of the Sunless Realms, former servant of the divinity. Duties we each bear, but one's duty is a solitary affair. I doubt we've much to gain from fraternization. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
So she's somewhat less friendly, sort of like we can't gain anything from talking to each other. Do I have any souls? I have a few souls. I'm gonna try pursuing her plotline this game. I didn't really get anywhere with it during my first playthrough. Anri is a very useful NPC. She's going to help us quite a bit.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire.
I think she's kind of like the Solaire of this
Very
game.
well.
Not quite, but
Then touch the darkness
closer
within
than
me.
anyone else.
Take nourishment
No one's as
from
good as
these
Solaire, though.
sovereignless souls.
Let's get one more vigor for now.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flame.
Then we'll up our stamina to 15, and then I think we can get some more damage to really put out the hurt with this mace. The halfway fortress is where we found them. So there's some enemies coming up who, in numbers, can really be a problem. These spearmen, that charging attack they do hurts a lot. You can see I only even got hit by part of it, and it still took out a nice chunk. And there's a lot of them, as I'm sure you can tell. can also see my Estus Flask is now restoring a lot more health than it was before. That's on account of us upgrading it with the Undead Bone Shard. I am being summoned to another world. That Blue Sentinels thing is paying off already. Let's go be a hero. Okay, so I'm in the Road of Sacrifices. Been summoned to Swimming Potatoes World. And Swimming Potatoes there. And here's his invader. Some of the normal enemies so we don't get surrounded. Normal enemies will always side with the invader. They won't attack invaders, but they will attack the host. We did it! Teamwork. Okay, so I'm glad I right away got the chance to show that off. I have a lot of fun with things like that. It also nets us a few souls, just from the enemies we killed during it, so it's helpful to farm stuff. Get a Titanite Shard. So the first place we're going to go here is off to the right, and this could be a very bad idea, but we're going to do it. Those mushrooms are not too... they're slow, they don't do much damage. They're not the worst things to happen. There are a lot of them off on the other side of the swamp. These guys are kind of hard to see because they sit off to the side, and if you let them aggro you... I think we actually dealt with one or two of those on our way in to the Road of Sacrifices. I can't be certain. Actually, no, I don't think we've seen any of them yet. They will do a lot of damage, but with a weapon that does as much damage as ours, we can kind of kill them while they stand up. That one's going to see us first, but we can still get stunned. Alright, now for a real challenge. We can't get through there yet. We will be able to later. And if you see what I see, that's a Black Knight. They were fairly powerful mini-bosses in the first Dark Souls. These messages are giving us good advice. Let's try going this way. For one thing, we'll find an item. For another thing, we can get the drop on him. But not a backstab, it looks like. Oh shoot, I need to roll away. Unfortunately, they do not always drop some of their gear the way they did in the first game. Lore-wise, they're pretty interesting, but they're really just a lot of fun. So we get the Farron coal from that. And that is going to let Andre do different sorts of weapon infusions. But our weapon cannot be infused, so that won't actually do anything for us. But that's just showing off Black Knights. It's the first one you find in the game. They're back. They're still pretty tough. Okay, so if we wanted to go to Farron Keep, we would go right across this swamp. You can see there's some small crabs, and then if you look closely, you might be able to see a large crab hiding behind that tree. Small crabs are not very threatening, big crabs are. They're kind of like the mushroom people from the first game, except less passive. There's a large area back here. You remember I said there were a lot of mushrooms. We're gonna go kill them. They give a disappointingly small number of souls. Once again, I am being summoned to another world. Let's take care of this guy before Lots of PvP happening today. Not that I mind. Okay, well there's the invader. Was his name Profound Bagel? Profaned Bagel. Oh, well the host took care of it already. I guess that makes my job easy. When we successfully kill someone else's invader, we get a proof of Concord kept. You've probably noticed, and those are used for... Oh, there's no item up here. We can turn those in to rank up in our Covenant. Fading Soul. I'll be honest, I don't know where we are. I'm a little bit lost. Oh, I know where we are again. Again, we probably have enough souls to level up. There's also something I want to check at Firelink. I believe we picked up in the last episode Mortician's Ashes, which we need to turn into the Shrine Handmaiden.
Ah, gracious. Passing fine ash thou'st given. Let this ash bestow nourishment. I only hope these new wares content thee.
Content me more if they were, you know, gave me upgrade materials. So the grave key is the one I was talking about that will give you easier access to the one, the failed Firekeeper's cell, the tower key is something we kind of
Ashen
need to
One,
save up for.
be sure to bring more souls.
And I'll show you where that goes when the time comes. Speaking of that Firekeeper, I don't know if I went and talked to her.
Oh, Champion of Ash. Welcome back. I was not meant to be a firekeeper, but I am honored to serve you beside the bonfire. The gods are ever merciful. My gratitude lies with them and with you. I am yours now. Your wish is my command.
She will teach us miracles, but we are not going to be using miracles.
You know, in my home of Karim, I was a nun. I would be pleased to share the tales of miracles with you. Although, to be honest, I only know a few. But if I had a divine tome, I could tell you many tales and more. Oh, only I cannot see. Terribly sorry, but you'll have to find me a divine tome in Braille. Have a pleasant journey, Champion of Ash. I pray for your safety.
As a note, we can also see here that the Firekeeper, the one who actually did become a Firekeeper, has a thing over her eyes, so it would be implied that she also cannot see. So apparently Firekeepers are all blind, just as a rule. Still don't have any more Titanite scales, and that's very unfortunate, because I want to upgrade this mace further.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then taken.
Let's put endurance to 15, and then we'll start increasing our strength again.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flame.
Here we can get a closer view of those giant crabs. We really kind of don't want to mess with them right now. There are some items in the territory where they'll attack us, but we will come back for those later. Now we can see an item over here. Twin Dragon Great Shield. We are already holding about as much as we possibly can. So we're not going to worry about a yet heavier shield for a while. Wow, I'm being summoned to another world again. I might need to unequip the Blue Sentinel Covenant after this if it's going to keep getting in the way. Oh, well, there's... Whoa, his name is Kvothe. First of all, sir, while you are the invader and I must kill you, you have excellent taste in books. If you are watching this video... Wait, let me help you out, kill this crab. You have great taste in books, Kvothe. Oh, there's another invader. Juventa. Dressed as... dressed as Naked Solaire. Oh man. These are good invaders. I don't know which I like. I think I like Kvothe more, but... Wow, there were a lot of dark spirits here. This became a real PvP fest. if anyone knows who Kvothe was, like, deliver that message for me. They have great taste in books. If you don't know what that's a reference to, there is a series of books by Patrick Rothfuss called The Kingkiller Chronicles, and Kvothe is their main character. You should all go read it. Right now. You will not regret it. Wow, more PvP. Okay, so after this invasion, I legitimately am going to unequip the Blue Sentinel thing, unless I find Kvothe again, or a similarly awesome name. Host of Ember's PvP Master Race. Apparently they're doing something to get this many invasions, because there are a whole lot of invasions today. Don't know how we get up there where that guy is. More dark. How are so many invasions happening? Well, I'm in an awkward place now. I believe the weapon they're using that is attacking that fast is Ricard's rapier. I could be wrong about that. Got him. He hit us about 100 times, but we only need to hit them twice. Thus is the power of this mace. Some pretty cool gear they have. But I am now going to unequip the Blue Sentinel Covenant because we actually need to make progress in this Let's Play. Like, as much fun as these fights have been. Time for us to be moving on. You'll notice that the Estus I used in the summoned world when I was summoned as a blue spirit doesn't actually reduce the amount of Estus I have in my game. I feel like we're 2 damage short from one-shotting those guys. Get an Estus shard. Always good. Gonna be a 7th charge for us once we go back to Firelink. Need to remember which way to go. That way. So, the small crabs you can see, they will actually attack us, but they're very slow, and they don't do much damage. We can kind of just walk through them. But, those big crabs have a very large aggro radius. It's coming for me. I'm getting out of here. Oh, well, now I'm the one being invaded. I gotta create some distance here. I also need to find time to Estus. There's another summoning sound happening. Another invader. Jesus. Why is there so much PvP going on in this area right now? Oh, there they are. We need to find some better ground to fight on. That was impolite. Probably means our souls are out in the middle of the swamp, too. Let's see if I can see him from here. Oh, there they are. Okay. They're not far at all. So let's Ember up. Which also means I'll be able to be invaded again. But hopefully that won't happen. Oh, there you are. He must have been up above me and then dropped down when I started climbing the stairs. Get a crystal gem from that lizard. This fort is filled with dudes. Some of them will attack you, some of them won't. Luckily, it is also filled with loot to go along. And I believe there's a summoning sign somewhere. Just not sure where, though. It's also very easy to get lost here. So I'm just going to get on with the main path, which is this way. If you deal with the mages first, everything else becomes a whole lot more manageable. Sorcerer's Staff. Oh, there you are. Oh, shoot. I fell. I was led into a trap. I am now paying for it. Fully charged R2 with this. That does damage. Sorcerer set. We picked up a Sage's Ring there. What that will do is let us equip more spells at once. But since we are equipping exactly 0 spells, it's going to actually do nothing. This time I will not be led into a trap. I'll go around this way. Okay, and boss room. So let's do the thing. Close fight. So, the major mechanic there, they're casters, and it will, after 1 or 2 repetitions, you hit it once or twice, it disappears. And it will reappear somewhere else. I think after you get it to about half, maybe 2/3, it will begin to make copies of itself that you can hit and get out of the combat area, but dealing damage to them won't deal damage to the boss. The real one, the one you have to hit, is the one with purple around it. Like, the others cast blue spells, the real one casts purple spells. Is there anything up here? No. But we can, at this point, go back to Firelink. And I'm hoping that we'll have enough souls to buy that one key. The biggest source of souls, we can use the Soul of the Crystal Sage. We're not going to get any of the weapons from it. And that will, in fact, be just enough.
Ah, well met, Asher. How?
Give me the key.
Ashen one.
And that we will... Oh, I went the wrong way. We will use right away. feet of a giant tree is yet to fall. These giant trees were a thing in Dark Souls 2, if you haven't played that. And this is where we use the key. Go across this bridge. And while we could go in there, and we will go in there soon, this is more important. Firstly, a shortcut up onto this roof. Secondly,
me, pickled pea. Me, bumperum.
these are very important NPCs. These are extremely important NPCs because if you've played any of the other Soul games, you know that you can trade with the birds. There's always a bird. And the item that we want, the item we will trade for, we have to trade the Sieg Brow to get. So we are going to leave or discard. I think it's leave.
Bumperum, bumperum. Bumperum, bumperum.
So Siegward gave us that booze. We give it to the birds, and what do they give us in return? The Armor of the Sun. Oh, it's better weight than our current armor. The Knight Solaire armor. Now we can be a real hero. That also frees up some weight, so we probably can put on more armor. That would get us to exactly 70%. Life is good. We have Solaire's armor. Wonder what the flavor text on this even says. Chainmail armor and white coat featuring a large rendition of the holy symbol of the sun, the choice attire of a singular knight of sunlight from a previous age. It's damn right. Solaire's awesome. Let's... Yeah, we'll get proper gloves. We can keep going without a helm for a time. Actually, we can probably get a lighter helm. I don't like how we look with the Brigand Hood. Could be a Cleric Solaire. Let's go with the Sorcerer's Hood for now, it's simple. At some point we'll need to get some heavy armor, maybe Solaire's armor? I'm not sure what you trade them for Solaire's helm, but I do know that the birds give you the whole set. We are slowly achieving our final form. This elevator. This one does in fact only go up. It does not go both up and down, I don't think. We get a Firekeeper soul. Look down on the bird's nest. So the Firekeeper soul is not like other soul items, per se. Can platform down here on these sarcophagi. Not even sarcophagi, really, just coffins. Or the Estus ring. We're going to use that. Increases how much we heal with an Estus flask. And this is where we fought the Swordsmaster. That's where this comes out. We are not done up there yet, though. There's a lot to find up in that area. Alright, we can't get there from here. We have to go through Firelink. So we're going to go up the shortcut we made to the roof. And there should be a way... You might have seen when I panned the camera up. Oh, here we go. Item down here to sort of lead us. There's a way to get inside Firelink, but to get on the rafters at the top. I think it's cool that you can see the bonfire, like our first bonfire, all the way from here. Follow the entire path we went down. Here we go. Yep, they're talking to us from up there.
Me.
We get an Estus shard, and I believe over there where the message is... Illusory wall. Here we get the covetous Silver Serpent ring. That's an important ring. That's more important than the Estus ring. That will let us get more souls when we kill enemies. And of course, everyone wants to be big and beefy and strong. So souls are good. Hey!
Well, hasn't it been some
This
time?
guy.
I'm Leonard, the Ringfinger. Remember me? I slipped you those red eyes some time ago. You're making quite an effort of it, so I thought you might like to know. If you yearn for a proper red-eye orb, one that is uncracked, then kill the Dark Wraith, survivor of the land swallowed by darkness. He has been a prisoner for many ages in the deepest cell in all Lothric. I can see it in your eyes. If you didn't invade, didn't pillage, whatever would you do?
I think he appeared there because we did some PvP. I think we got a couple of Estus shards that we can give to Andre.
Ah, it is good, wasn't it?
Oh, and we can give him the Farron coal.
Oh, my. This coal is from the Undead Legion, used to forge the weapons of Farron's Abyss Watchers. A fine prize. I'm honored to be endued with it. Now I'll be equipped to infuse special gems. Praise the gods, eh? time to put this brawn to use. Pretty be careful.
Alright, that should get us to 8 charges on the Estus flask. Yep. Okay, well, next time, we will go back to the Crystal Sage bonfire, and that is going to lead us on the path to the Cathedral of the Deep. Just like Anri, we will make that our next destination. Not sure about this Sorcerer Hood. I might... Yeah, let's take that off. Fashion. Till next time, guys. Catch you later.